Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the program tonight, right here. My name is Lee with Pro Lady Wrestling Guide. It's a like page on Facebook, and a website coming soon where you can find out all about your favorite pro and independent wrestlers from around the world, from the WWE, TNA to the independent running shows in your local town. We're trying to find all the info on all the female wrestlers ever been in the ring, wrestlers, managers, valets, ring announcers, ring crew, whatever you do. If you're a female and you're doing it, we'd like to hear from you. Put a bio about you on our light page and our website and do an interview with you either by phone or by webcam or in person or just a write-up interview. I don't prefer doing the write-up interview because I can't spell worth a crap. I'll be honest with you right here, my spelling stinks. But that's that. We're just getting ready to do an interview with Tonya. She's a lady that we did on a bio on not too a couple weeks ago on there. She's one of the close, almost being the first ones that sent me one. And this is our first official interview over the phone interview right here that you're going to see. We've done a couple write-up interviews already, and I'm excited about it and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to giving her a buzz here in just 1 second and giving her a call. And we're going to talk Tanya right now, and we're going to have some fun with her. So with no relay, let's get to it. Tanya, right?
Yes.
So how you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So how long you been in the wrestling business?
I actually grew up in the wrestling business. My dad, has been, in the business for before I was ever born. He was very well known. I mean, he one of the Fargo brothers, and Rowland. He's done the original Raging Cajuns, the Medics, the Interns. I grew up in Memphis, so I grew up around a lot of legends, Hall of Famers, and it just, being in it is, sometimes it's a little different world, but, I guess you could say, well, I don't want to tell you my age, but, but yeah, I've been in it my whole life, and so I've been around it many years. And recently, a couple of years ago, I guess you don't really think about it, I guess. Maybe I avoided it, and then, I don't know, one night, I was at a show, and they offered me a job, and it just kind of went from there. And, I guess I got, into it full force. Doing, ring announcing and helping with, storylines and just every aspect of it, I guess, you could say. And so, it's fun, and I love it, and it's, it can be a really great business to be in, and it can also be a very frustrating business to be in.
Oh, I know what you're saying there.
Yeah.
I definitely know what you're saying there. So are you wrestled? Have you ever wrestled before? Or?
No, I've never been properly trained as a professional wrestler. I guess being around it my whole life, I know, I actually have a bad habit, when I watch wrestling, I can spot every mistake, but as far as being physically in matches, no. I have been involved, in matches, but never anything physical. I've never done the physical side of it. And after, my surgery, I don't think I would ever I can't, be involved like some people, and that really bothers me. But it's also, I have to take care of me and in my life. So.
Yeah. So, well, what kind of surgery did you have to have?
I didn't understand you. I didn't hear you.
I said, what kind of surgery did you have to have?
Oh, I had kidney surgery. I actually came home from a show one night, and I wasn't feeling well, and I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning screaming. I was hurting so bad, and I had to go to the hospital, and I found out that my left kidney had a mass on it the size of a softball, a tumor, and I had cancer. And so I had a 6-hour surgery to remove that. And, so now I have to be very careful as far as, different things, because I have to take care of my one kidney.
Yeah.
And, it's what keeps me alive. And to me, it's gold, and I have to take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, my mama, she's got one kidney, so I know what you're saying there. She was only born with one, so.
She was only born with one?
Yeah. So you more like a manager type thing or a valet, would you say?
Well, I did ring announcing, and I actually, in a couple of matches, with the storyline that was going on, I got involved. It's like good versus bad. They kind of like dragged me into the situation, and so that was fun. I like doing that.
So was you?
And yeah.
So is you the bad lady or the good lady on that one?
I've never actually done ballet. I've been offered many times to do ballet, but I've never done it, and I see so much now. These girls that go out and they wear clothes that don't fit and shoes they can't walk in, and that's just not wrestling. You know what I mean? And it really makes me sad, and it just really hurts me to see, women doing that. Because, you can be part of a team, in ballet, but you need to also separate your own character and have the light shine on you as well, and build your own self. And so many girls they don't do this anymore, and they don't know how to get involved properly. They don't, they need to go back and watch people like Miss Elizabeth and, May and Lola, those women were icons, and they didn't have to dress like that, and they didn't have to act that way to get to where they were and feel or look beautiful, and it just really frustrates me to see women do that in the business. I just, I would never personally, if I did, or if I end up doing, something like that, I would most definitely, I would not look that way.
Yeah.
No.
So if you was going to have a young female come up to you wanting to get into wrestling, what would you tell her?
I would tell her to learn. This business is, it is male dominated anyways, and you've got to be really tough and really strong, but learn from women. Like I said, those women paved the way for women now, and I would tell her to, be yourself. Don't just stand behind. Learn, get involved, learn the business. There's so much more to this business than just walking out to a ring.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that it's a way of life, and it's, people in wrestling, it just, they're a different breed, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I would just tell her, you know, just work hard and watch, learn. You know, if someone tells you something, take it as advice, you know, and work on your own character and your own gimmick, whatever you're doing, you know. And it's just really good to, you know, watch and learn. I mean, that's really the best way to learn, you know. I mean, you know, wrestling is really hands-on, and, you know, I wouldn't advise her to, you know, dress or act that way. You know, women don't have to be beautiful or be strong, you know, and unless that's just you know, a character they choose. But
that's a lot of them out there that does choose that way.
Oh, yeah.
What the old saying is, sex sells sometimes.
Yeah, it's I don't know. If people have really ever seen two women fight, they would know that they fight worse than men. You know? So, I don't know. I would just hope that, you know, they would really take the time to listen and watch and learn. I mean, that's the best way to, you know, and then just build your own character, you know.
Yeah. So, if is any female wrestler out there right now that you would recommend people to watch, first in WWE or TNA or anybody?
Right, you know, I will be quite honest with you. In the past couple of years, I quit watching wrestling on TV. It's not what it should be. You know, I really do. I have like my faves. You know, I mean, I love people like Ric Flair is my favorite. You know, I'm very old school, so
yeah.
I love, you know, a lot of older guys like him, Dusty Rhodes. I love Brian Armstrong.
Yeah.
You know, Road Dogg.
Oh yeah.
These people were original.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. I mean, there's so much talent out there that, you know, I could tell you my faves all day long, but you know, I don't know. I guess, you know, just everyone has their own favorite. So I guess it would be just, well, some of the newer talent. You know, Roman Reigns is really good.
Yeah.
And Kofi Kingston, he's very talented. He's very talented. I'm trying to think of people.
Yeah, that's fine.
Know, and you know, because I don't really watch it that much, so I don't know who all is.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I'm in the same boat with you. I watched it a little bit here lately, but I ain't watched it in several years because, well.
Yeah, I'm really not up on it, so I really can't. You know, when I do flip through, you know, I usually see something I don't want to see, so I turn it. So then I'll end up missing, you know, something. You know,
yeah.
I just don't. I can't sit and watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, it has changed so much, and you know, I'm not trying to knock anything, but it's not what it should be.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very disappointing.
So what company did you work for?
I was working for APW, and then after I had my surgery, you know, I was out for a long time, and then he was one of the owners. He's a friend of mine. We are currently in the process of, you know, putting everything together. You know, we have the building, and getting everything we want to reintroduce the business, you know, basically that we want to make it, I guess you could say, we want to build it up. We want, because the building that we were in, I mean, when you do indie shows, I mean, you're just there. But we want, I guess you could say, decorate. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
We want it to look really, really good and really professional and have everything set up, and so that when people come, it will be, a really more, a better atmosphere, more fun, more, everything. And so as of right now, that's as far as wrestling in my life, that's what I'm doing with that. And I don't think I will be doing ring anymore. I'm going to do more of a behind the scenes kind of girl that just kind of goes out every once in a while kind of thing. And I mean, I will be out there at times, but not constantly, like I was. And I'll just probably get involved, once in a while. And I think it will be, for me, it will be better for me.
Yeah.
As of right now, yeah. And we're just in the process of, getting talent, the roster, everything together, the storylines, everything that goes in to putting the show together, right down to the, the concession stand,
Yeah.
Everything is involved. Everyone is involved, and so it's a process to, people don't realize you can't just go, oh, I'm going to rent a building, we're going to, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, I know that.
Yeah, it takes time, and it takes a lot of patience, a lot of work to just, for one show, and then, it gets easier as your shows go on, but, you still have to work to put off, put on a show.
So you got any ideas when y'all's next show will be?
Probably around August or September is when our first show will start. We've been, he's had other things going on, that he's been doing. I've had other things, not only do I, for my show, but I help other friends, and I recommend talent, and I help different talent. That's what my wrestling Facebook page is all about, is so everyone, that's in wrestling can go in there and they can, post their events, their pictures, their whatever, promote themselves, promote other things. And so I've been busy with that, and I've been busy with my fitness website, and so we're gonna get it together, and I'm hoping, because I know so many people, that we are gonna have, just a really great show, and like some really great, talent, I mean, I'm just really excited about it, and it's just, I don't know, I know it's crazy. Wrestling excites me.
Yeah.
I love it, and, and I love the, everything about it, but.
Yeah, that's what my site's for, to help promote independent female wrestling and stuff, because not every independent company has female wrestling on it, but I think they should.
Right. We will, the other, well, I mean, it's, the company I was with, they didn't have female wrestling. And I couldn't understand that, because, at least have two girls, on your roster to, to start off with, and bring them in. But, I think it had a lot to do, with the wives and the girlfriends of the workers, And I was the only female, and I was the only one that was allowed, And I mean, I'm friends with, all their wives, their girlfriends, whatever. But, when men, they like to see women wrestle, and women do too. They like to see them. They like to see, a good cat fight. I mean,
Yeah.
But I personally have never really been into lady wrestling as far as really getting in one, unless it's a really good match, because I don't care to see people pulling hair and throwing pillows. And I don't, I really don't care for all that. So, but a really good female match, yes. I mean, just get in there and just like the men, those kind of matches, yes.
Yeah.
They don't have, like they had back when I was a kid, and that's why I just kind of got out of not even watching women wrestling, because they want to just prance around and a lot of the indie shows, though, a lot of the women on the indie shows, they are women wrestlers, and they work their butts off, and they are talented, and they're, just because they don't have long blonde hair to the behind, and dress this way, or it's not what it's really all about, anyways. It's about wrestling.
Oh, I know. The WWE's bad for not having good talent.
Well, TNA for a while had some really good female and women wrestling. I mean, these girls could really go at it, and then it just went downhill. And I think, for me, because I do know Jeff Jarrett, and and he is a very, very talented, very smart in this business.
Yeah.
He, like me, he grew up in it his whole life.
Yeah.
And I feel like when he left, they went downhill.
Yeah, I'm glad he's starting a new company though. I just can't wait till it starts.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that. I'm really, Jeff's very creative, and he's a very smart individual, and when he sets his mind to something, yes, he will create a great business, another one.
Yeah. They need something out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know. Actually, a couple of people have told me they have actually signed on. So I'm not sure when it's coming out. I've been trying to kind of keep up with it a little bit, and I know that it's going to be in Nashville at the old asylum.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to take a trip to Nashville. I really would love to see that, because Jeff's just really good at what he does, and he's very smart, and when he puts the show together, you can guarantee it's going to be a really great show.
Yeah. So are you from Tennessee?
Yes, I am, actually.
So you live in Tennessee?
I grew up in Memphis, back in the day. They had, every Saturday morning they had live studio wrestling, where fans could go in at the TV station and they could watch for like an hour, hour and a half, however long it was. And my dad was involved in all that, so I grew up there. I grew up in Memphis wrestling, which growing up was one of the biggest wrestling promotions you could ever be involved in, and I've got to meet and see some of the greatest matches, meet some great people, that really made this business and really worked hard for other people, and it just really hurts me that so many have come in and just destroyed what people like my dad and and Waller and the Jarretts and the Dundees and the Rhodes and all that have worked so hard for it build, and it's just like it's went down drain. It just really bothers me. They don't have, like I said, there's so much more to this business than just going to a ring or having, a gimmick or whatever you're doing. And, it's about friendship. I mean, it's about bonds, traveling, your whole life is involved in the whole everything. I mean, it is your life, and then I've seen as of late
Yeah.
So many people are backstabbing, lying,
Oh, yes.
on you know, I mean, it's just really awful.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of gotta, like, you know, raise your hands and say, done, and walk
Yeah.
away. I mean, you can't deal with people like that on a constant basis in your life, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's what I tell them all the time, because they always, my daddy used to run his own wrestling company, and of course I wrestled a little bit back in the day, and they always ask, the females or people always ask me what, I always say you gotta look out for a lot of people, because they try to lead you in the wrong direction.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I had friends I thought that were going to be friends for life, and just one day they delete you, block you, and don't talk to you anymore, and you don't understand because you don't know what happened, and you know that's actually happened to me here as of just a couple of months ago, and you know it's just really sad that because you know I really think these people they really don't understand the business like they think they do.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, you might be involved with someone in the business or you know, you might be new to the business or I don't you know, just whatever, but you really don't understand it because you don't just turn on people and I'm seeing so much of that and I call it the new wrestling.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's just not like it used to be. I grew up very traditional, very old school, you know, and you stick together, you know, and it's like a universal brotherhood bond, whatever, you know, and these people don't nowadays it's all about themselves and you know, that kind of it will you know, it'll turn you away. It just you know, but you just some people just gotta ignore. I mean, I still have lots of great friends I'm very close to, and you know, they work every day, and they have you know their own promotions, or they're working in the ring or whatever, and you know they still understand what it's all about, what it's really all about, and you know you stick together, and
Yeah.
you know I'm glad of that, you know.
So, you got to know what kind of talent, who you got coming to your show?
Well, kinda, I don't really want to say right now.
Okay.
But, you know, but I will, on my wrestling page, I will be, you know, I have a very, very good friend, you know, he's doing all of my, the work, you know, as far as, you know, the flyers.
Yes.
You know, videos, promote the one. And, he's very talented. I mean, they look great. And so when I get all of that done and put it, you know, it will be posted on my page, and you can post it, you know, if you want to. And
yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, and you know, he's very talented. You know, he has WWO wrestling in New York, and they have you know some decent talent up there. I've been invited. I haven't been able to go yet, which you know I'm wanting to go. But I think you know that we might like kind of you know put together you know like you know him bring some talent down here and then me go up there. You know we've talked about that, so that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
To do something like that, and I'm really looking forward to that. You know, he's a great guy, you know, a good friend, and he, you know, it's fairly new. Yeah. And but it has some good, you know, they have good shows, and on this, you know, and they've had some you know well-known talent, and so I'm hoping that maybe you know that would be really you know interesting to do and come down and you know because that way you know that helps the guys out, that helps people out, you know, get their name out.
Oh yeah.
You know, build their resume, build their, and meet people.
Yeah.
And that's, that's a lot of what this business is about, is doing things like that and helping people and getting out there and just and helping others promote themselves and yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping I can put on a wrestling show next year if everything works out. Be good.
Yeah, well, when we get our show started, and everything's going great, once we get, you're more than welcome to come down, and hopefully we'll have some, I'm hoping, I know, a couple ladies, they're very sweet ladies, very talented ladies.
Yeah.
Bring them down, and you can interview them, and, these girls work hard, and then, I'm hoping, a lot of people that, I'll have on the show will, they've been around for a long time, and they're legends, in the business. They've been here in 30 or more years.
That's good.
It's really interesting, because, you have guys that, they're in good shape or they look good, whatever. But then you've got guys that they're in their 50s.
Yeah.
That I know, and they work out and they take care of themselves, and they can get in the ring and they can work better than a 20-year-old.
Oh, yes.
And it's just, you've got to keep that passion inside of you, to stay in this business.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you might as well just go home or buy a ticket and just watch. Because if you don't keep that in you and keep yourself going, then, you're not going to enjoy it. The fans are not going to enjoy it because you're not going to do a good job.
Yeah.
And it's better to just go on.
So, for the independent wrestling fans out here or the wrestling world, can you explain a little bit about your father and how, what he's done?
Well, as far as now?
In his career, in general,
Oh, well, he started in the late 60s. He's done, the original medics, the original interns. He was, he did, of course, Ronnie Fargo, Fargo Brothers. He was the manager of the Raging Cajuns. He's went everywhere, he did a lot. Mainly, because Memphis and Florida was so huge at the time, and then he's been managers, he's promoted and had his own shows, he helped and trained, he actually helped train Sherry Martel.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's done everything you can think of in this business. He knows the business inside and out.
Yes.
If I ever have a question or just ask him.
That'd be good.
He's done everything. And he's very smart in this business. He doesn't watch it a lot on TV anymore, but he still has really good friends. People I consider family. They're, some of them are in their 50s, 60s, late 60s, and they still go out there and they hit it better than the young guys nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
He's done so much and helped so many people, get in the business and I don't know. Just the name, so many, it would probably take me forever to try to name, but, he's still very close to a lot of people.
That's good.
Yeah, as of now, he doesn't really, unless he goes to see a friend's show or something like that, health-wise, he could get involved, but he really can't.
Yeah.
Really be active, in it, and but he still loves it. He's been heartbroken a lot, losing friends, passing away, and it was sad for him,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, people that that I consider uncles or, family, and, that really, it really hurts,
Yeah.
because these are people you've traveled with, you've been with,
Yeah.
and in your life so much, not just at a show or, but on a personal daily basis, and, things like that are they're very sad, but yeah, he would, he'll go, visit friends, but he just really hasn't been involved in anything in several years.
Yeah.
And yeah, but when he was, yeah, he was he was really up there, and he had so many people that loved him, and then he had a lot of people that hated him. But you gotta learn how to work fans.
Yeah. So was he a heel a lot of his career, or was he babyface, or?
He was always heel. He oh my gosh. People have tried to stab him, blow him up, set him on fire. He was bad, but that was a different time.
Oh, yeah.
Back then, and he, oh my gosh, yeah, I would say he was one of the worst heels that ever was in the business. Because that mouth, he could really, he could just make people see red. He could make them so mad. But it was good what he did. If you can get under somebody's skin like that and make them that mad, then you're doing your job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so, but now he's kind of tired, so he doesn't.
So
he doesn't really, he likes to get on the lawnmower and and stuff like that. So yeah, he's doing fine.
So
that's good. Him and my parents just had their 48th wedding anniversary.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, according to her, she's like, a long 48 years. But yeah, it's all good.
So y'all run y'all shows in Tennessee?
No, I have been in Mississippi for several years now, and all my family's here now, my immediate family, and my nieces, my nephews. So we're just kind of planted here, made our roots just here. I miss home. I miss Tennessee. I love Tennessee.
So where do you say you live at now?
I live in Columbus, Mississippi. It's,
okay.
It's not far. It's like not far from Tupelo. It's not
my mama,
far.
My mama lives in Mississippi.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's okay. But when I first came here, it was kind of culture shock,
Yeah.
where I grew up and coming here, but it's not bad. It's safe, and like I said, all my family's here, so and I've started my own, with a friend, get that going, and you just gotta make things happen where you are, and sometimes, so. And I get invited a lot to go. I'm actually planning on going to New York, and then going to pick up with friends and places. So you have to travel, but it's good to get out there and meet people and discover and see new talent.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that too.
So if you could name 4 people to put into the Hall of Fame, who would you name?
4 people put in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I would probably put Jack Fargo. My dad. See, I need 2 more. Probably Jerry Jarrett. Just kind of a toss-up. There's more people I would want to put.
You can name some more. That's all right.
Well, I would say Eddie Marlin. I would probably have Jeff put in because he's been so dominant in the business. There's so many people. Trying to think.
Is there any female wrestlers?
Huh?
Is there any female wrestlers you'll put in the Hall of Fame if you could?
Female wrestlers. Well, there's so many that I don't know. I don't know if Miss Elizabeth is in there. I would probably have Nancy Benoit in there.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be good. I don't think Miss Elizabeth's in there either. I don't think. I have to look that up. I don't know.
Yeah, and those women, that's what I was saying earlier. Those women didn't have to dress like the women do now, and they were so pretty and talented, and they did their job, and they did their job very good, and so women like that, I would.
I know Sherry's in there. I don't know who all else is in there. I know
Yeah, Sherry's in there. I know. I believe May and Moolah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I don't know about May yet.
I know Moolah's in there, I believe. I don't know about Mae Young. She should be, though. She's funny.
Yeah. And, they're trying to think of some more, they have a lot, and it really made me glad to see Lita be put in there.
Yeah.
Lita she's amazing, and she's beautiful, and like I said, she didn't, she had her character, and I loved her character because she was pretty, she was sexy, but she was tough, and she could get in there, and and just like the men, and a lot of women need to really watch and learn, women like that. If you're going to be in wrestling, or if you just watch all these women, because that's why they are, the icons that they are,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's so many people, they have different, I know WWE has their Hall of Fame, but there's other, Hall of Fames all around, Yeah, I mean, and I would love to see some of the really old time, people like Sputnik Monroe and, people like that be put in because they were talented. I mean, they were before my dad, so they helped pave the way, before my dad. Like Gorgeous George and and people like that, and because they were so talented, and they could just work a match, it was amazing.
So did you ever get to meet or see Andre the Giant in real life?
I didn't, but my dad did. My dad knew him, and I remember him telling a story that he could put both of his hands in Andre's hand. I mean, when he went to shake his hand, his whole hand, you couldn't see his hand anymore.
Wow.
Because Andre's hand was so big.
Yeah.
And I thought that, and then, and he's like, he's one of the nicest, greatest guys that you'll ever meet. So, I mean, he knows people not just, because back then they had territories, and Memphis was known for bringing in people from everywhere, not just, the South. And so he met so many people and that came through here, and it was, and they all like him, and they like them, and you just stay connected that way, I guess. But yeah, I've never got to meet Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Which I'd love to. Ric Flair is he's so original. I mean, he's so I don't know, to me. He's just really cool. Yeah, I'm more of I guess more so way back, I guess growing up.
Yeah.
You hear and you see and you meet, like the Von Erichs, and
Yeah.
and Carrie Von Erich was one of the nicest people you ever meet, and I love to watch him work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love to watch Brian Pillman work.
Yeah,
and,
he's one of my favorite
wrestlers.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so many of them, and I have friends that are not with me anymore, like Joey Max, and just, I mean, people like that, they were so, Mike Awesome. I mean, he was awesome,
Yeah.
and he was a nice guy, and they just don't. They're not like that anymore, I guess. I mean, so much talent, and they don't let them be the talent that they should be anymore.
So what do you think about the Ultimate Warrior passing away?
The Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved him when I was a kid. Yeah, he was, I loved him. I loved watching him because he was so charismatic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I think for me back then, when they were all really big, for me it was the British Bulldog.
Yeah.
And Bret Hart. Those two were the ones that stood out for me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
As far as back then WWF.
Yeah.
I loved them, and then when, growing up, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is one of the greatest talents ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Road Warriors and the Rock and Roll Express and Midnight Express.
Yes, Ricky and Robert, they're great. And I loved the Fabulous Ones when I was growing up. Yeah. Of course, I like them, and
You being from Tennessee, you probably see Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson all the time back in the day, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was around Ricky and Robert a lot, back then, and they're still going strong.
Oh, I know. They did a show down here in Hickory not too long ago. I didn't get to go to it. I had to work, but I wish I could have.
Yeah, and those guys. That's what I'm saying. These guys can still, like my friend, and I'm missing so much Billy Travis. Billy Travis was. He could work a crowd. He was always, he was good when he was babyface, but when he was heel, it was. He could really get to people, because you're in it so long. You learn how to work people and work their emotions and and get, I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep people coming back, whether they want to come back and hit you or if they want to come back because they love you, And Billy was, it's sad that we lost him. And it's really sad because he was very talented. And losing, Joey and Mike Awesome and so many people, they passed away, and it's, and who else? Tex Fargo's passed away. It was just a year, of like one after the other.
Yeah.
Mark Starr and I mean, just one after other. I mean, it was just really sad that all these guys passed away.
Yeah.
Because they were really good at what they did, and I would really love to go to the to the event they start every year for Brad Armstrong.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yes, I would love to actually go and see that.
Yeah.
Because those boys, they learn from one of the best. Their dad he's just awesome.
Yeah.
And so many wrestling families, and I'm just honored that I got to grow up around them and meet them, know them, to be friends with them, and it's an interesting life, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, you have your ups and downs, and like I said, you have those handful of people that will do the bad things, but then you've got the really good, and like I said, I've still got some really good friends in this business, and because they know what it's about, and we're very close, and we take care of each other.
So what outside of the wrestling business do you do during the normal day?
Well, I'm on a very I'm on health and fitness crusade, I guess you could say. I gained a lot of weight, and a lot of it was due to the fact that I was sick, and I didn't know that I was sick, all the time, and so now I have a fitness site. It's because the thing is, I see so many girls growing up thinking they have to be a size 2, or starve themselves, or they're not going to be pretty if they, the thing is, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter if you're a size 2 or a size 12. And it's called Curvy Girl Fitness, and it's about learning, to eat healthy. If you want something, just to learn how to eat what you want, but in a healthier version. To work out tips. Be confident of who you are, and I mean, because not everyone can be a size 5, and I struggled with that for a long time. And once I realized, I don't have to be that small to feel good about myself. And, it just relieved a lot of stress. And I've learned, a lot about fitness, a lot about nutrition, and, I help people all the time with stuff, and I figured, well, I will do this, and these women that feel like they're so ugly, or they're so, yes, you do need to get to a healthy weight. You don't need to, I mean, you're still beautiful, but get to a healthy weight. I mean, if you are, very big, and, yes, get down, I suggest, a 14, maybe even a 16, but get to where you're a healthy weight, you're active, and you eat, healthy, and, it's not good to be that big, but it's also not good to harm yourself as far as trying to struggle and be frustrated and unhappy, trying to get down to something that you're probably never going to be. It's just not meant for everyone. And I mean, these women, I've seen them, they develop all these bad habits and eating disorders. I mean, I personally never had an eating disorder, but I did, all the fad diets, all the crazy chemic sleep, that needs to be left alone.
Yeah.
I really suggest just eat healthy. It's all about, the way you cook it, your portion size, walk, even if you just walk 20 minutes a day, just go walk 20 minutes or go swimming, just something, and just be healthy and happy. Don't struggle to starve and hurt yourself, or because you're going to get so frustrated, and then you're going to gain weight. You're going to keep gaining weight, and neither way, you're either going to be starving and frail and thin, or you're, sick with a disorder, or you're going to be very overweight. And this is kind of like a balance, because I've been through all of that, and this page it helps women, find your balance.
Yeah.
And just be healthy. I mean, you can be a curvy woman and beautiful. You don't, just because you can't wear a string bikini like the girl sitting next to you does not mean that you're not beautiful and look good in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
And so I try, I want to help because I've, been through it so much, and it's building up, and I'm glad and it's helping women.
That's good.
And actually, a really good friend of mine, he's actually in business. I love him. He's such a great guy. He told me, he said, you help so many women. He said, every day, and you inspire so many, and he said, what you're doing is just amazing.
Yeah.
And that really, right there, that let me know that coming from a man's point of view, and it just really made me feel really good. So anybody that wants to join or, hit like, I'm always updating, putting things up there, and I do like series, about stuff, about different like parts of the body to work on, because women, men can do it too, but, and they can join and they can read and they can learn, but, women have, different parts of their body that is harder for them to work than a man, But, I'm really proud of it.
So
I'm really excited about it, so.
What's the website or address or whatever?
Are you kidding me?
Huh?
I didn't understand what you said.
I said, do you know the address so people can go check that out, or?
Oh, yes, it is, I gotta think for a minute.
We can put a link to it.
It's on my Facebook, on my wrestling. It's Curvy Girl Fitness. You can look it up on Facebook.
Okay.
Just type in Curvy Girl Fitness, or you can go to Curvy Girl Fitness /Facebook. No, it's Curvy Girl Fitness. Facebook.com/ I think that's how it goes. But the easiest way would be to go to just, you're on Facebook, just type in Curvy Girl Fitness. Right. And that's the easiest way to get to it.
We'll put a link to it under this video, plus on the site as well. So make it a little easier.
I do have a link, but, I forgot it.
That's all right. We can get it.
I forgot how it went, so I'm sorry, but I'll just give you the easiest way to, look it up.
Yeah.
And anybody can go on there. Anybody can hit like. They can go and read. And, I do share pictures of myself. I'm trying to, I've put it out, for everyone. If you want to post pictures in there, if you want to, put recipes in there, because, I've put, a few, healthy alternative recipes in there. I mean, you can put anything you want, as far as health and nutrition. I do not want to see naked people. I don't, that's one only thing. I would rather not see anybody downgrading anyone. But other than that, if you want, like I said, healthy recipes, share your weight loss story, share exercise tips, whatever, because I want to get it out, I want to get it across. So, I want to help people, especially younger women, that have this view that you have to, I want them to feel good and confident about themselves.
Younger women, ain't you a young woman?
Am I a curvy woman? Yes,
I said, are you a young woman?
Am I what?
A young woman. You said it to the young women, ain't you?
A young woman. Oh, well, I'm not old, but I'm actually actually 40 years old, to be honest with you.
Oh,
So,
hey.
yeah.
Well,
I'm 40. I mean, you know, several people think, you know, they've asked me, are you like 25? And it's like, you are so sweet. But no.
I seen your pictures on Facebook. I think you look pretty good myself.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I just, you know, as soon as everything gets done, you know, and the show, you know, we get the actual date for the show. Prior to that, you know, I'm going to try to get the date. You know, we'll have the date, and then I'm going to have at least 2 weeks before the show, or, you know, I'm going to have the flyers out. It will be posted. You know, I'm looking for something and hoping that it's going to be really, really great. And I'm working with some really, you know, great people. My friend from WWO is just, he's amazing at the videos and the, you know, and the flyers and everything. And so I'm really hoping that it's going to be really good. And, you know, we're going to have that test run and we're, you know, and see. So it's just, you know, taking a lot of time and a lot of work.
So, what other sports do you watch?
What other sports do I watch?
Besides wrestling.
Well, yeah, I kind of like football. I love Tennessee. Tennessee, you know, Tennessee Vols, Tennessee Titans.
Well, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan myself, so.
I used to love to go to baseball games. I love baseball.
Do you? That's good. Do you watch NASCAR?
I haven't been watching anything as of late because of, you know, being and busy and doing things and I just haven't really, you know, I'll catch it, you know, every once in a while, but
do you have a favorite driver?
Wrestling is my main passion as far as sports.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So I have a lot of time devoted to that. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess if you live it, I guess it has to be. So.
Well, yeah, it's been good talking to you.
Thank you, and thank you for, you know, wanting to talk and putting everything, you know, getting everything out there and you know, I mean, I'm not as, I guess you could say, no, I mean, I'm known behind the scenes in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
You know, just recently, you know, came out, like, here I am, but I really appreciate your time and you wanting to talk to me and my views and my life, and I really, you know, I'm really grateful and thankful for that. And
that's what this is here for. I love to sit down and talk to you again sometime. About, you know,
of course.
When you get close to
you know, anytime.
When you get ready to get your show closer, you know, we can do this again, and you can tell more about your show.
Oh yes, definitely, most definitely. When the show gets ready, just, you know, I will let you know, and we can get that going too. And you're more than welcome to come down. You know, just let me know, and you always, you know, have you a front row seat right there. So.
Sounds good. You know, I'm trying to find more female wrestlers to do some more interviews with. You know, hopefully maybe you can put a good word in for me.
Yeah, try, you know, Auburn Thunder. She's on my Facebook. She is, she's dandy, and she's, you know, she's good, and she's a very sweet lady, and I'm hoping. You know, I haven't spoken to her in a little while, but I'm hoping to have her on at least one of our shows, you know, because she is talented and she's got, you know, a good reputation and she works hard.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you would, I don't think you would be disappointed in having her.
Sounds good.
And speaking to her, yeah, I'm sure she's got some really good views and you know, be really interesting to her.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's been fun. And we gotta do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Again, I want to say thank you to Tonya for doing the interview with me. An hour-long video right here for YouTube on Lee No Problem videos and uh, Pro Ladies Wrestling Guide Facebook like page, and eventually we might create a YouTube page for it. I ain't got time to do it yet, but Lee No Problem videos is where I'm at. And that's what we do it on. So hey, you can see them there, and we'll be sharing the videos on there. Again, say thank you to Tonya, and wish her the best on all her projects she's working on and upcoming shows, and her Curvy Women like page. Check it out, like it, and all that good stuff. So again, thank you for tuning in. We're looking for more female wrestlers who want to do an interview by either over the phone or webcamming or in person or writing ones. Um, or if you ain't got time to do the interviews, you can at least maybe fill out a little bio thing. You don't have to answer all the questions. You can look over some of the questions. Some of the questions we just asked the wrestling fans what they want to know, and what they gave us. We just fixed up a little paper and our little thing, and we've been mailing it out. And we've got a few back. Some didn't really want to do it, and that's fine. And some did want to do it, and that's fine as well. And we just appreciate everything we can get. We're just, like I said, trying to get uh, support the women wrestling out there for pro and independent wrestling. Where, of course, we do all forms of wrestling, like the cat fighting and all that. We got a lot of fans is interested in all that. So we've been trying to interview some more cat fighters. So we've done a couple with this one lady from England, which is great. Um, but anywho, it's on there as well, and we got a lot of bios on there and a lot of pictures of a lot of old wrestlers from like back in the day and all that. And we're trying to add more. So if you are a female wrestler, old or young, or still doing it, or if you're retired, we still love to have your information. Maybe sit down and do an interview with you. That'd be awesome. Be entertaining right here for Pro Lady Wrestling Guide to all women wrestling, and that's what we are here for and trying to do. My name is Lee again. Thank you for joining our first episode right here of Showcase Female Wrestling. And that's all we're here for is to showcase y'all's talent. So thank you again, and to Tonya, and taking time to talk to me. And I'm looking forward to the next time. Have a good day. Thank you.